got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Sea of pyrotechnics. Out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Jackson, and that's knocked away and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 99, check 99. Switch now.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, it's locked. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson buying time to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Jackson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Here's Jackson to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on defense.
That the other deep.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Domida Peko racks up the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to go for a big, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 41 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Jackson, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. To throw is Jackson. And an alley to run. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense, and he's going to go down again. Adam Gotsis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried